Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is Wednesday. And what does it mean if it's Wednesday? It means it's a Wipeout Wednesday. So, for the few new people that I have here, if you are unaware of what Wipeout Wednesday is, boy, have you been missing out. So, Wipeout Wednesday involves this publication right here, A Year of Dishcloths by Maggie Weldon. And it is from Annie's Crochet. However, you can also order it on Amazon, and some of the online used bookstores have it on occasion, or you just have to check and see because sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Some local libraries also carry it, either physically in library or some of them are online. My library, however, does not. So I have the publication anyway. Um, so how this got started was our yarny friend, the lovely Sam over at Memphis Makes, had just finished a 2-year long segment called Tile of the Week Thursday. And Laura, her lovely yarny friend over at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, had showed this book on her channel and jokingly said, "Hey, Sam, since Tell of the Week Thursday is now finished, how about a year of dishcloths?" To which Sam said, "No, no, no," but not in those words. Anyways, there was some conversations that took place, and one of those yarny friends double dog dared Laura to do a year-long make-along with this. And then another yarny friend triple dog dared her. And being the good sport and fun-loving person that Laura is, she took on the challenge and she decided she was going to do a year of dishcloths. And a bunch of us have joined in on the bandwagon for all the fun, chaos, and shenanigans that go along with it, um, to support her and have fun with her making said dishcloths. To which most of us don't even know what we're going to do with them. But I know a lot of people are giving them away, they're gifting them, etc. But we started this back in the fall. The book is broken down into, and my tabs are all messed up. Yeah, this book has been used and abused and well loved, probably more so than any book that I have right now. But it's broke down into the 4 seasons. We started in the fall with the winter section. That way, Laura thought it would be a good idea. And that way we would have all of our winter makes done by the holidays in case you were wanting to gift them then or use them during the holidays. Then they would be finished. To which I believe it was Christmas Day was the last one that we did. And then we started on spring. And we finished the spring, I want to say 4 weeks ago. Yep, 4 weeks ago. I had dropped my little sheet of paper. Yep, because we are on dishcloth number 34. And we started the summer makes with number 31. So this is our 4th one for the summer section. And yeah, we started it on April 2nd. And Laura, every week, she has all of the dishcloth names for the section that we're on written on little pieces of paper, and she is drawing at random every week to let us know what we are going to be making for the next week. So last week, Laura pulled out, so many of us were not wanting this one to be picked. But then again, at the same time, so many of us were like, yeah, just go ahead and pick it so we can hurry up and get it over and done with. Rip off the Band-Aid, so to speak. And that's what happened randomly. So the dishcloth that got picked was the popcorn bucket. Yep. Oh my goodness. The popcorn bucket. All I'm going to do is I'm going to say I am glad that this one is over. Honestly, I am glad. It didn't end up being as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it still was painstaking. And I know there are a couple people that I'm aware of that are making 3 of these every single solitary week. I can't even imagine making 3 of that. Yeah. Um, so what yarn did I use? I was fixing to go off in La La Land on that one. What yarn did I use for dishcloth number 34? Well, because we needed white, I am still working on this, I think it's peaches and cream, uh, cone of the white cotton. Um, we're getting there. I'm hoping that by the time we finish this book, because we have the rest of summer to go, and then we have fall. I'm hoping by the time we are done that maybe this cotton cone will be finished, but I don't know. So yeah, and it doesn't have a label. I don't even remember if I had a label. It's gone because I've had it so long, but yeah. So I have the white, and then of course the bucket, the other color on the bucket was red. We're using another cone that I do not have a label for. Oh, mercy. But it's okay. Yeah, I would like to have the label, but and then the wording was in yellow, and I thought about doing it in a different color, but none of the colors just kind of seemed to pop. So I had this ball of I Love This Cotton in the color curry, and it's a little darker than what you're seeing. And the cotton, and for those of you who have used I Love This Cotton, is soft and it's a little more pliable, so that when you were crocheting the letters, it was easier to manipulate them to get them to go on correctly. So this is the one I used, and it's also 100% cotton. Um, I think I had used some of out of this prior to this, but I'm not sure what it was on. The skein is 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, 180 yards or 165 meters. And of course, it's a 4-weight as well. But on the popcorn, she had you using white for the popcorn. And although I don't go to the movies that often anymore, back in my teen years, me and my friends pretty much lived in the movie theater, especially on the weekends. All those fun movies that came out in the 80s. Never, ever, ever do I remember the popcorn being solid white. So I opted to do my popcorn buttered. This is a ball of peaches and cream, and it's in the color Sunshine. And this one is a 2.5 ounce ball or 70.9 grams, approximately 120 yards or 109 meters. And it is a 4-weight as well. So we have the popcorn in Sunshine. We have the lettering, and I know they're probably looking about the same, but they're not. This one is a little darker, not quite mustardy, but a little darker. And then, of course, the red and white. So, I'm going to set these down here. What did my dishcloth turn out looking like? Well, remember, this is what we had to make right there. And I did buttered popcorn. So here's mine. And yes, I sewed on all my letters. Oh, this one was definitely some work. So, yeah. So what do you guys think? Oops, I don't want to show the pattern on this. What do you think? I kind of like mine with the buttered popcorn better than white. Of course, y'all know I'm not a big fan of a lot of white on things. And I thought that I was hoping that I had like a yellow variegated, but if I did at some point, I've used it on something because it wasn't in there. And I thought it would have the white popcorn, but with the buttered, yeah, so it wasn't in there. So I just went for the buttered look. And I kind of like it. Yeah. Not a fan of the dishcloth itself, but I like how it turned out. Yeah. What are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Would you have went ahead and just did what she told you to do, or how many of you went rogue? I have a feeling some people didn't even stripe it. Some people didn't put the words popcorn on there. I'm wondering how many actually used the popcorns in the popcorn bucket. Because I know there's some of you that go pretty rogue other than me, but yeah, I stuck with what she wanted you to do, with the exception of I just buttered my popcorn because this is what your popcorn looked like when I went to the movie theater. Does it still look the same now? Because I have no idea. I cannot. Well, last time I went to a movie theater, I was up north and I was still working. So it had to be like 2015, maybe 2016, somewhere around there. And I know it was a new James Bond movie that had come out. I just don't remember the name of it. It's been that long ago. So yeah, um, I don't know what I'm going to be doing with it here. It's going to go in the basket for the end of the month when I do my what all did I do this month, and then it'll go in the bin along with that bin's getting full. I'm gonna have to start another bin for the rest of them, I think. Um, yeah, because I don't. By the time you add in the rest of summer, and we're not even into fall, I don't think they're all gonna fit. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do with them. I'm not doing any markets anytime soon, so maybe I'll just hold them in case I do a market. Because there's always the thought of possibly doing one at Christmas time. Because our little town has a Christmas market, Christmas craft market, where they have vendors come in. I think we pay $50 um, to be there all day until like 3 or 4 o'clock, and it opens at like 8 or 9. I can't remember. It's been so. I used to do it with my mom and my auntie, and I haven't done it since they have passed away. So maybe it's a thought. I don't know. We'll see. It also depends on what all I could get made to possibly do the craft vendor fair. Yeah. Um, that craft vendor fair doesn't usually go over so well in our town anyway, so I don't know. Anyways, my popcorn. So I'm anxiously awaiting to see what Laura's new video that drops today is going to tell us that we have to do for the next week. I know it can't be as painstaking as the popcorn. I know there's some cute ones in here and some that are, but so hopefully whatever we get drawn is going to be cute. And I need to move my little tab. And we're not going to mind it so much. Sunflower in a circle. That would be nice. I would like to do, I am going to send the powers out to the universe that Laura draws out sunflowers in a circle. Let's see if it works, guys. Let's see if it works. I know. What are the odds, right? But anyhow, I'm going to let you guys go. Short and sweet and to the point, kind of. We did it. It's done and dusted. We can check it off the list and say, finally, it's not staring us in the face whenever we open the book now going, nee, 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 nee. Look what you get to do sometime soon, because we already did it. So I can't wait to see how everybody else did theirs. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. And I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're getting some fun crocheting done. And if not any fun crochet, I hope you're just getting to crochet to relax, right? So I'm going to leave you with these words. Life is not perfect, so be kind. Try and create something new every day and keep reaching for the stars in your yarn. So till next time, guys, I love you bunches, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.